Alright guys, I just got some new hearing protection, and this hearing protection is very budget friendly, so let's jump into it. Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been a little spotty lately with videos, but to be honest, I've just been kind of lazy. I haven't wanted to make any videos, but with the weather starting to warm up, I'm going to try and get back into making more regular videos for you guys. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you hit that thumbs up button. But let's take a look at this new suppressor that I just got. This is a CMMG Zeroed suppressor. They started making suppressors here this last year, and I just got mine out of the ATF gel. And honestly, if you've been on the fence about buying a suppressor, now is the time. The tax stamp has gone away for the time being. Hopefully it will stay. On getting a suppressor, you still have to wait the wait time, but I think that's one big hang up that guys have when purchasing a suppressor, is having to pay that $200 tax stamp to the government for nothing. But that went away at the first of the year, so now is a great time to buy your first suppressor or pick up a few more. I've also heard some guys say they don't want to buy suppressors because they don't want to be on a registry, but to be honest, if you've bought a gun legally, you're on a list anyway. Let's take a look at this. This is a CMMG Zeroed 36 caliber suppressor. I believe they started making these within the last year, and they're a very solid kind of duty rated unit. So we're going to jump over to the bench. I'm going to show you everything it comes with, go through all the features of this thing, and take a little closer look at it. So here's how it comes when you pick it up. Once you finally get it out of ATF gel, it comes in this tube. It comes with an extra direct thread adapter, and then you get the suppressor itself. Now this one is a 36 caliber, which is a great multi-caliber suppressor. You can use it on a bunch of different guns. I know when I got my first suppressor, I wanted something I could use on a bunch of different guns. My thinking on that's changed a little bit now. I kind of want more caliber specific suppressors now that you don't have to pay a $200 tax stamp on every one of them. But this is a great multi-cal suppressor if you're buying your first suppressor. It's made out of 17/4 stainless steel, welded baffles. It comes with a 1/2x28 direct thread mount and a 5/8 by 24 direct thread mount that you can swap out depending on what your rifle setup is and if you're wanting to use it on different guns. And it is also hub compatible. It comes with this nitride finish, so it's not a Cerakote that can get scratched or be ruined by some solvents or anything like that. It's a nice nitride finish, full auto rated up to 300 PRC. This is the standard length, which is 6.5 inches. They've also got a shorter one that's 5.5 inches, a K size, and they have a few different calibers. They have a 5.56, a 30 cal, a 36 like this one, and a 46 for those bigger bore rifles. Now with this being made out of stainless steel, it is a little bit heavier. It's weighing in around 17 ounces with the adapter. It is 1.58 inches in diameter, and one cool thing is they just have normal wrench flats. You don't need some fancy special wrench that you're gonna lose. You just grab your normal 7/8 end wrench, loosen that up, and that direct thread adapter comes right off. You can swap it out for the other one or use any hub mount that you want. Some people would say this is user serviceable. I wouldn't put it in that category. You can't take the baffles out or anything. Yeah, you can pull that off and clean inside, but these baffles are fully welded in there so they can't come out. Another cool feature that this suppressor has is the end cap. Now it is not a flow-through design like some of the suppressors, so on gas guns that might be a little bit gassy for you. Might have to fine tune it a little bit, but it does come with a 3/8 socket adapter right there. So if this gets stuck on your gun or you want to pull this direct thread mount off, you just grab a normal 3/8 ratchet, throw that in there, throw your wrench on there. You can easily get it off or twist it off of a gun if it gets carbon locked on there. So that's a cool feature because I know a lot of suppressors will have either like a fancy tool or won't have anything at all, and you've got to kind of manhandle this to get it off of your gun. Like I mentioned, it is a 36 caliber bore, which is 9mm. It will work on 22 ARC, 300 Blackout, 308 Winchester, 338 ARC, 6mm ARC, 6.5 Creedmoor, 8.6 Blackout, all those calibers that are within that range. This is a good choice for a multi-caliber suppressor, and the price point on this is sub 600. This isn't a very bad buy for a very well-constructed duty rated suppressor. It is 100% made in the United States, has a lifetime warranty, and being their full-size suppressor, it is still short enough to run on some of those smaller guns. Now for me, I'm going to be swapping this direct thread adapter out for a hub style adapter because that's what I run. I like to be able to swap it between firearms really easily, and the adapters that I run are these Silencer Co. ASR Bravo mounts. You can choose whatever hub mount that you want to choose. The reason that I went down the road of the ASR is because I had a couple guns that had muzzle devices that were pin and welded that had ASR muzzle devices on them. So instead of paying and getting those swapped out for something else, this is a solid setup. And that just threads in there. Lock it down with some rock set, and then you've got a nice quick disconnect suppressor mount for your suppressors. And I've been putting these in all the suppressors that I have so that I can run them on all the different guns that I have. So like I mentioned, this is a nice budget-friendly duty-rated suppressor that's going to stand up to pretty much anything you can throw at it. I'm looking forward to getting this out on the range, doing some testing with it, and seeing how it sounds. Here's how that looks mounted up on my 14.5-inch Saber build that I did. You can definitely tell there's some more weight out on the front end of that thing, but honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it would be weight-wise. And that hub mount makes it easy to pull on and off, throw it on a different gun. So if you have a few different guns at the range, you don't have to swap out your direct thread if you want to run it on a 9mm pistol caliber carbine and then on your 300 Blackout. Now, if you're on the fence about getting a suppressor, a few things to look for, or that I look for, is one, it's got a lifetime warranty. You don't want to have something happen to it and you're not covered, then you're just out that money. So lifetime warranty is important to me. The hub compatibility is important to me. And depending on what you're doing and what guns you're putting it on, weight might be a factor you'd want to consider also. If you're putting this on a hunting rifle and packing it 10 miles in, 10 miles out, that extra weight might warrant you buying something that's made out of a lighter material, but that's just going to have to be a personal decision that you make. Now for me, I'm relatively new to the suppressor world. Within the last 2 years is when I started getting into suppressors, and I will tell you that I would rather shoot suppressed than unsuppressed. If I can have a suppressor on a gun that I'm shooting, it's going on there because it is so much nicer for your hearing. Even with hearing protection, if you're shooting a lot, your ears still get that little bit of ring in there. There's not a gun that I take out that I don't want to run a suppressor on. That was kind of surprising to me. I thought it would be cool and help a little bit, but it is definitely worth it in my opinion if you don't have one. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Like with all my videos, I put together a web page over on my site where I have more information about the stuff we talk about in the videos, whether it's products or tools or anything like that. I don't sell anything over there. It's just information only. So if you want to go check that out, it'll be the first link in the description, or you can follow the QR code. That'll take you there as well. But let me know what you guys think of the CMMG suppressor. I know this will be in quite a few more videos. Anytime I'm out shooting, I'll be shooting suppressed. So thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.